Hi, welcome back to the Dylan Rounds case. Welcome if you're currently here in the live chat. I appreciate it. Today, what we're going to be doing is taking a look at a new article on the Dylan Rounds case, see if it measures up with consistency of previous articles, and see if there's any additional information added which we've not heard or seen before. We'll also take a look at that forum page about Dylan, continue that on. I was going to do so the day before, but I think the video went on a bit longer, so it wasn't quite possible or practical, though we can do it today. We don't need to check out the comments of the last video because I did answer some things here and there and there really weren't any questions, so that's fine in itself. But yeah, as we do go along in this video, feel free to share your thoughts, opinions and reactions, and you can talk about a range of other stuff in between. And if you haven't checked out my previous video and you want to learn about potential trouble starters or certain combinations of people which can equal resistance, tension or drama, you want to be able to foreshadow it and be prepared for it to avoid or deal with it more effectively in the future, make sure to check out my previous video. I'll provide a link down below in the pinned comment section, okay? And it does also talk about the map as well, because yeah, it was the last video I did where I did a bare explanation storytelling of all the events back to back. And the main focus on that was it was very back to back. Almost every day there was something going on, which is kind of interesting considering it is like a ghost town and a very quiet area, and yet a range of stuff was happening. And to tie on in from what was said previous from the last video, the YouTube username not for you did respond back and basically say they were in the bar all day or so on the 29th of May 2022, the day after Dylan was supposedly murdered, right? And Not For You can confirm that neither Brenna or Don Hately were down in Montello on that day and that night, so they were nowhere near. I did ask where did it originally come from then, that talk about it, and Not For You said it came from the Shack Ladies live stream. Someone called in or someone left a comment, I guess, in the chat, and then that's where it was talked about. So I guess you could argue it's been debunked now, right? But, you know, it's one of those things where some of these like little pointers, they never get answered until much later on. So you can't do much about it. I'm surprised the Shack Lady didn't really clear it up either, because she has popped into my videos over time. But maybe she's not heard me say it in one of the videos, so she didn't see the need to correct me. But yeah, there we go. So in a way, as for the 29th of May 2022, we're kind of back to square one on that day, the day after Dylan went missing and murdered. So what happened on the 29th then? Because there's all the talk about the 28th or the 26th or going into June, right? But there's just not really any talk specifically about the 29th of May. So, I mean, not even been mentioned by Candice Cooley, Justin Round's family, documents, news reports, so maybe nothing did happen. But surely something happened at least. Or was it just Brenna in the trailer sat around all day long? I don't know. Just seems a little bit too quiet in my opinion, right? So there's that. I think what we will do now though is, you know, head straight on into this new news article and see what it's all about. I guess the interesting thing is how you get these news articles reporting about this stuff what we've heard of, which was like a week or two ago, and they're only just reporting it now. They seem a little bit slow, so I don't know why that's the case, unless they're busy doing covering other news articles and stories possibly. Yeah. But the aim of reading this article is to make sure there's no misinformation, to see if there's any new information or stuff we've never heard of before, right? You know, some articles can be saying the same exact thing, or, well, talking about the same exact thing, but it's worded differently, so you might interpret it differently, right? Or it might be a bit easier to follow and understand compared to the last one, what we read. Now, as for articles in general, I think the last few, what we've taken a look at, the blog one, some other informal one, they've been a bit shit, right? They've talked about a fair bit of misinformation, and it's not been good. So we'll see what this one's like. As for this article or the news company, it's by BuzzFeed. So I don't know if that's a very bad thing or not. I've heard that name pop up in the past for other stuff, so maybe it's not great. But let's just read through it right now. Here we are on the site. What does that say? BuzzFeed quiz trivia news? Hell no, get lost. There's a title, let's read it. A missing teen's phone recorded a video that shows his accused killer cleaning a gun, prosecutors said. Well, a different title for once. It's very specific. It's not saying Dylan Rounds or new breaking news. It's going straight on into that recorded phone. But then again, it's important evidence, right? Dylan Rounds, 19, was reported missing on May 30th, 2022, and his neighbour has been charged with murder, right? It's by Pocharapon Naimani. Oh, what the hell? Is that a name? Oh, I think it's an Indian name. Maybe if I do it in an Indian accent, it will sound more correct. Posted on March 15th, 2023 at 7 p.m. ET. ET. Oh my God, it's ET. Go home. What do we have here? We've got the photo of Dylan. Right, we'll just start reading it. A video recovered from the phone of a missing 19-year-old shows the man accused of his murder wearing a blood-stained shirt and cleaning a gun, prosecutors revealed in court documents. Yeah, it's pretty simple, that, straightforward. Doesn't mention anything about washing his hands off blood, as like Justin reported in that interview. Dylan Rounds, who lived by himself on a farm near Lucin, Utah. Already incorrect. He didn't live on the farm. He stayed there, here and there, temporary, whilst he was going about doing other tasks and other custom farming and visiting other people. So, yeah, he didn't just live there, literally. As was reported missing on May 30th, 2022, yeah. On March the 3rd, his 59-year-old neighbour, James Brenner, was arrested and charged with aggravated murder, abuse, and desecration of a human body. According to Box Elder County Sheriff's Office, in a probable cause statement, prosecutors described a key piece of evidence, a time-lapse video retrieved from Round's phone that his mother said was taken just 30 minutes after the last time his family heard from him. So yeah, within that 30-minute period, as worded previous by Candice Cooley, where Dylan was taken out. So it was quick, it was cold, snap mentality by Brenner. An initial search for Rounds after he was reported missing found a pair of his boots with blood stains that DNA analysis showed belonged to him and Brenner. Poorly worded this. Yeah. This is worded poorly, right? Yeah, that's not good. It says, found a pair of his boots, Dylan's, with blood stains, with an S. Well, from how it's been worded in the past by Candice Cooley, Justin Rounds, and so on, official documents, like blood was found upon one of the boots, like a little dot, like a splosh, a splash. Not stains, a stain without the S, okay? So it wasn't lots of blood, it was just a little bit of blood, first of all. And that belonged to Dylan, okay? But it also says, also belonged to Brenner. That's poorly worded. This is poorly worded, like when Lance, before he corrected himself in his live stream video he did when he talked about the boots and said the blood was of Brenner and Dylan. And it's like, whoa, calm down. Blood, the blood stain on one of Dylan's boots was linked back to Dylan. It was his blood. As for Brenner, DNA was found upon the boots, fingerprints, i.e. Brenner picking the boots up and moving them about, right? You got blood and you got fingerprints. It's DNA as a whole, but two separate types, okay? Not quite clear here. In quotes, At that point, it should have been treated as foul play, his mother, Candice Cooley, told News Nation. You just don't see someone's boots in the desert, that's missing. Well, debatable that. You know, there could be other people out there gone missing, but the shoes were spare shoes or dumped because they had another pair. I know in Dylan Brown's case that doesn't seem to be the case, but you can't just say all the time it's odd. Do you know, as for Aidan Clune, when they said he took his shoes off so far into the desert, did anyone retrieve Aidan Clune's shoes? Did Aidan dump them, or was he still walking with them in his hand? Anyone know? Just feel free to leave a comment down below. Brenner was first named as a suspect in July 2022 after a joint investigation between the FBI and local authorities, but no criminal charges related to Dylan Round's disappearance were filed at the time, according to a joint statement from FBI and Box Elder County Sheriff's Office. According to court documents, Brenner had been squatting in a trailer 5 miles away from Round's home. I mean, it's kind of worded a little bit better this time, but at the same time it's poorly worded once again. The previous articles we've read has stated Brenner had been squatting in a trailer on a property owned by Dylan. That's how it was worded in one article. Then another article was worded as Brenner had been squatting in a trailer near to Dylan's farm or on Dylan's farm. And it's like, well, there's like a 5 mile difference and Dylan doesn't even own the Grangeshed property. So, yeah. And once again, we're seeing that repetition of the word squatting. Basically, every single news article we have read and blogs have all stated Brenner was squatting. All the news reports on YouTube have stated Brenner was squatting on the land. All the interviews by Candice Cooley-Justin have said Brenner was squatting. And yet, a fair few people on YouTube, just simple viewers, are saying that Brenner wasn't squatting, that he was allowed there and put there as like a caretaker. So why is there such a split and divide over just a simple word? So many believe he's squatting and others don't. Does it really matter at the end of the day? At first glance, no. But, if there's a disagreement and then there's a split down the middle over something like that, then when you upscale it to a more important or more extreme situation scenario, then what is true and what isn't? If the smaller foundations are a bit unstable. Because if you think about it, Brenner is or was where he was, and the people nearby or a bit further afar who knew him saw him there or heard about him going there, so they would know the situation. Candice Cooley does not live in the area, right? So how would she truly know? Just like how Candice Cooley made claims about Montello, about how there's no one convicted in Montello with crimes of inappropriate behaviour towards younger people and so on. And Candice Cooley claiming that there was a 500% sale boost in Montello, such as the bars, which turned out not to be the case. That's not, that accuracy is lost at that point, right? So when it comes to a situation of a person in the area and the people surrounded by them, they would likely know whether Brenner was squatting or not. So Weezer, Ellen, and anyone else in between, Christopher Lloyd, the real Christopher Lloyd, not the fake one. Do you personally refer to Brenner as squatting or not? And as well, do any of you use the word squatting but not literally as the word is defined? Because, some people do have their own wording for stuff which may not be accurate, but it works for them. So, it's all a matter of language, end of the day. But what else was here? In a trailer 5 miles away from Round's home. It's not Round's home, it's Round's farm. Okay, like a farm. Moo. Okay? A farm where but no animals in this situation. But you know what a farm is, of course. It's not Round's home. So yeah, it's not exactly worded great, is it? Authorities searched Brenner's trailer on June 16th and found ammunition for the muzzleloader rifle. However, no gun was discovered at that time. Personally, I'll be honest, I can't remember if a date was issued, but like what we've heard previous about the LE going to Brenner's trailer and somehow getting a hold of the shirt Brenner wore in that video recording. Does anyone know the date of when the police obtained Brenner's bloodied shirt? Was it June 16th when they went to Brenner's trailer? Or was it later or beforehand? Does anyone know, roughly speaking? If so, feel free to leave it down below. Authorities said they searched Brenner's trailer again on June 21st, finding a rifle with no serial number attached to it. The gun was taken into evidence and Brenner was taken into custody on suspicion of being a felon in possession of a firearm. Right, maybe I have read this before, but you know, like how the way it's worded, it just makes me think. Yes, I know about Brenner getting those unrelated firearm charges, but I thought it mainly stemmed from Don Hately reaching out to the police, reaching out to the FBI and being interviewed about it and telling them how Brenner passed weapons, firearms onto him to hold. You know what I'm saying? Though the way it's worded here, June 21st, they found a rifle with no serial number attached to it. Now, what rifle was that? The only rifle I can remember hearing of was the .22 rifle. Supposedly, if it is a rifle. That's how it's been worded all the other times. And that was in Don Hately's possession. So, let's just check again. If the police went June 16th, went to Brenner's trailer, and they found the ammunition, no gun was discovered at the time, but on June 21st, when they went back, a gun was found, a rifle. How did they miss it the first time round and not after? Does anyone know? If there is any misinformation here, anything, just make sure to list it down below because maybe I'm not picking up on it, but I am questioning it in general because I don't remember it being worded quite like this in the past. And the way it's been worded previous, June 16th was when Brenner was taken in by the police properly. You know, June 10th fell through because June 11th he was released. June 16th he was taken in. It's coincided with finding the ammunition and stuff in Brenner's trailer. So I guess when going back June 21st, obviously Brenner's no longer there because he's already been taken in to Weber County Jail. So why did they find a rifle when they went back there? Did someone else go back there in between and hide it there? I don't understand. You know, were they just not searching deep enough the first time round? I don't know. Doesn't mention anything about the shirt being taken. Suspicious circumstances. A true crime inside guide to the biggest unsolved mysteries, white-collar scandals, and grim cases of today. What? Why is that in between this whole fucking paragraph? What's the point of that? Justin Rounds, Dylan's father, told East Idaho News that he'd had a conversation with Brenner whilst visiting his son that may be a clue to a possible motive. Okay, so this is interesting. I don't believe this quote was used in any of the other articles, okay? So that's good. Let's see. Justin saying, in quotes, when I got there, Brenner was talking about how Dylan backed into his horse gate. He was a little frustrated and I didn't think a whole lot about it at the time, but that could have been what set him off, he told the outlet. Okay. What is the horse gate? Does anyone know? If you're talking about the gate to actually get to the grain shed, the one Dylan was like literally stood at whilst making a call to the grandmother, okay. But why would Dylan have backed into it? Why are you driving backwards to the property? I don't quite understand that. If you're reversing, then why are you reversing though? Really, the only time you should be reversing your grain truck is once you've got to the grain shed property. As you, I don't know, you like drive past the shed, turn around slightly, and then reverse back in. And once you get to that point, what gate is there? Now, I did see the odd comment or so, and I don't know if it was by Indiana or someone else. If it is Indiana, bloody hell, Indiana seems to be an expert when it comes to horses. You know, have you been riding a lot of horses, Indiana? I don't know. But I think it was worded as the grain shed inside, there was like gates inside for the horse. Not like gates or doors to close the grain shed, but like you get small little gates inside if you got animals in there. And maybe Dylan kind of crashed into it slightly. Possibility. But Justin did say that, don't know if it really was Dylan or it could have been Brenner himself because he is clumsy. I think he worded it differently back then. So it's not for definite, but it's possibility. And to be honest, the way it seems, as with what we've heard in the past, with a person leaving the gate open to the grain shed property, which led to the horse escaping, Brenner got enraged by that. So it seems that if anything happens to Brenner's horse, he gets very, very defensive. Just like with, I guess, Becky, his girlfriend at one point in the past. Was it in Montello? And then there was like a shot fired or a warning shot at some point because of an affair or a potential affair going on. So Brenner does seem a little bit defensive and protective over some things in life. Whether that be a motive for him snapping at times when those things he protects are in danger or hurt, I don't know. But yeah, first time I've seen this quote used in an article, so that's different. According to prosecutors, Round's phone records revealed that he was at Brenner's trailer, and a digital forensic download of his phone found the time-lapse video. Right, okay, Dylan Round's phone revealed that he was at Brenner's trailer. Wait, hold on. Ooh, this is poorly worded once again. You know, you could read it quick and think, oh, yeah, okay. But just read it one more time. According to prosecutors, Dylan Round's phone records revealed that he was at Brenner's trailer. No, Dylan was not at Brenner's trailer. Dylan Round's phone was inside of Brenner's trailer. Right? Dylan was elsewhere, possibly left at the grain shed or inside, because that video recording was post-murder of Dylan Rounds, right? Some people have suggested that maybe Dylan was dragged into Brenner's trailer, and that's when the video started recording. But the way it seems to be worded, and, you know, like how other people have been thinking as well, aside from Candice Cooley, actually other people, they think that Dylan was not in the trailer of Brenner, right? So I do feel that it is kind of worded poorly here. It should have said that according to prosecutors, Dylan Round's phone records revealed Dylan's phone was at Brenner's trailer. Hence why that phone video was found there, 7:27 a.m. So, bit bad wording. The video showed Brenner covered in blood cleaning his gun. Prosecutors said the blood on the shirt Brenner was wearing in the video was later determined to match Rounds, according to prosecutors. It says Brenner was covered in blood. Well, slightly exaggerated that because it's been worded previous and by Candice and Justin and other news articles and court documents that Brenner had blood on his arms, on his sleeves, right? Not all covered in blood like American Psycho path. Like, what the hell? Yeah. So once again, kind of worded bad. Cooley told East Idaho News that the timestamp on the video revealed that it was taken a half hour after Rounds ended a phone call to his grandmother, the last person he had contact with on May 28th, 2022. Kind of poorly worded again, depending how you look at it. The last person he had contact with, I guess you can get away with that. If it was worded as the last form of contact made, then it wasn't with the grandmother, it was with Brenna, which was some minutes after the phone call with the grandmother. He tried reaching out to Brenna, right? It wasn't successful, so I guess that's why it's not accounted here as last known contact made with someone, though it was attempted contact made, and yet it's not mentioned here, which is kind of disappointing. Brenna's next court appearance is scheduled for April 24th, and he has remained in custody on the firearm charges. When it says the court appearance is scheduled for April 24th, is that to do with Dylan Rounds officially? Is it? It makes me think, because it's saying next court appearance scheduled. It's not saying rescheduled, kind of like what we've seen previous with those unrelated charges, the firearm ones, the aggravated assault in 2021. They were delayed, whereas this seems like it's new. But I guess it makes sense if you think about it. Brenna being charged now, you follow on with that. Though, is there enough time from now till April 24th to be trying to locate Dylan's remains? Maybe. Yeah. It depends, of course, the way the weather is, right? And just as a little update, supposedly, which was mentioned from last night, talked about briefly Scott Natal. Where has he been? Not seen any videos or much on his channel. It's been a bit quiet. And one person last night acknowledged, saying that when the weather does improve, Scott Natal said himself that he will go back out there looking for Dylan. Now, has anyone heard of Candice Cooley refer to Scott Natal? Acknowledge him? Because it just doesn't seem like it's happened. It's just weird. Has Scott Natal really been acknowledged or just ignored? I mean, I guess the only good thing is he's not really been criticised or, spoken out in a negative way. So that's something. But yeah. I think that appears to be the end of this article. So once again, not the best, the way it's been worded. Now we transition on to the forum page, and as you can see, we're very near to the end. So it'll be interesting to see where the conversations end, whether it be on a cliffhanger or up to date. August 25th, 2022. Linking on, guess he responds back saying, yes, the search warrant is signed by a judge in the jurisdiction of the search. That can be county or state in most places. Say a judge in the county won't sign, they can try a state level judge. Okay, is this talking in general or directly about the Dylan Rounds case? Looks like it's more in general. Yeah. Regina, responding back about warrants. I rewatched that latest Nate Eaton interview at the time to hear again what the mother said about the search warrant, and she said that Alco received a request from Box Elder but would decline due to no probable cause. Sorry that for some reason I'd forget the part about. Okay. What was this one? Box Elder Sheriff to retain control over investigation. What's this? Box Elder County Sheriff wants to turn over the investigation of Dylan Rounds to another agency. Oh, it says it doesn't seem that they want to. Yeah, because they didn't want to. They don't want to hand it over. They don't want to give it in like that. It doesn't seem as if Box Elder County wants to turn it over, to another agency. Rounds' parents have been frustrated with the lack of transparency by Box Elder County, Sheriff's Office. The couple even urged the Sheriff's Office to let another department take over the case. Yeah, we heard about that. Monday, they got their answers. Justin Rounds and Candice Cooley met with the county sheriff and detective in hopes of improving their relationship. We got no extra reassurances, said Cooley. Nothing. The detectives wouldn't even look at us in the eye. It was the first time the two groups met face-to-face since a brief meeting with the sheriff's office in early June. Since then, Cooley said they'd been cut off from any information. As for fast-forwarding on to more recent time, though, I guess during the big push winter time, 2022, around that, and a bit before, it went quiet. Candice Cooley saying Box Elder, County Sheriff's Office, did almost walk away in a way, quietly. They were still there, but they just weren't as vocal. They kind of like took a step back, but it kind of makes sense, right? And then fast forward to more recent time, I guess they've been a bit more active. Candice Cooley just in working with them, cooperation. Candice said things have been a little bit slower than expected and delayed, but we're making progress forwards. So it seems as if things have improved to an extent. I don't know about the relationship, though, whether that's improved or they're just putting up with the LE for the sake of finding Dylan, probably. What did it say? They don't even respond to my emails, she said. They're not going to relinquish control, she said. They're not going to let go of the case. I don't know if they want to come out in public and say that because there's so much publicity about it. Cooley went on to claim that Sheriff Kevin Potter read from a press release the agency had prepared. Potter stated they would continue to work in collaboration with the FBI. Another agency, Cooley said Potter was going to post that information on Box Elder, but never did. That meeting Monday, it was nothing, said a frustrated Cooley. Justin and I didn't get anything more. Dylan's father, Justin Rounds, didn't mince words on his Facebook about his and Cooley's meeting with the sheriff's office. Justin had urged the family's supporters to vent their frustration too. I'm exhausted. This fight never seemed to end, Cooley said. It's unreal. Take in mind, this is information from the past, if you are getting confused. James Brenner, the suspect in Dylan's disappearance, allegedly told close friends that underground mines would be his choice if he wanted to get rid of a body. James Brenner allegedly told close friends. So at one point in the past, Brenner said if he was ever in a situation to dispose of someone, it would be underground mines. That sounds very dodgy, that. And to be honest, the more you think of it now, because this is a relevant point, even though it's old information, if it is truly the case that that's what Brenner would do, did he do it with Dylan Rounds? The first time, no. But because of hearing about the desecration, I guess removing Dylan's remains, taking him elsewhere, maybe that was the point where Brenner thought, oh, I'll take him to some kind of underground mine. Yeah, a possibility, right? One thing that's interesting, though, is what's been worded here is kind of similar to a conversation that took place in the past with another missing person case. The husband of Susan Powell, post-disappearance of Susan Powell, the husband was reported that around a dining table with friends or family, he randomly brought it up about if he was to dispose of someone, he would put them in a mine shaft. So that's what led to the likes of Heavy D, Diesel Brothers, going to a mine shaft in, is it Utah, to try and locate Susan Powell. Although unsuccessful, it's almost like a little hint, a little prompt, in giving you an insight into the mind of what a killer would do and where they would put their body. Now, Brenner, at least in the past, didn't kill anyone from what we know of. And yet he was saying if he ever did kill someone, this is what he would do. Now, it does say allegedly told. So close friends. Who could those close friends be? Don Hately, most likely Kurt Wadsworth, because he gets into everything these days and all the articles as well. Maybe Kurt mentioned it himself in an interview in the past. If anyone can reinforce it, feel free to do so. I do remember hearing this, though, said in one of the live streams, I'm sure. And it's also mentioned here now as well. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about this. We'll do a poll based off what we just read about Brenner supposedly in the past saying where he would dispose of a body, underground mines, does that apply to where Dylan Rounds could be? Taking into consideration as well with hearing about the desecration of Dylan Rounds and being removed elsewhere. Do you think it's now a possibility? Make sure to vote right now. In the past, like in the beginning, people were thinking that caves, mines, mine shafts, and then it was contested, and then up to a point it was debunked, but some people ran with the story and idea, such as Lance Kelly, and you could argue it's coming back into play as a possibility. Anyway, according to sources, Brenner, who remains in jail on unrelated weapon charges, failed a polygraph test. Box Elder County Sheriff's Office failed to share this information with Dylan's parents. The public is furious, the world is furious, said Cooley, addressing Box Elder County Sheriff's Office. The whole world wants to bring Dylan home and you guys are sticking your head in the sand. I don't get it. Ostriches. But when they say the whole world is angry and the whole world wants Dylan to be found, that's a fair exaggeration. Yeah, there'll be people around the world who are listening in and watching the case, but not everyone on this world, right? There'll be some people from countries that have never heard of Dylan's case, so be somewhat realistic. What's this one? Oh, responding back, Grandma Bear. Oh, Grandma Bear with a long fucking paragraph. How lucky am I? What did she say? Not sure what to say. It sounds like on one hand, the SD is out of line to not even respond to emails with even an acknowledgement to the family. And if they said something is going to go up on Facebook, it should be put out there. Polygraph perhaps was not to be shared, but if the public knows, then the family should. But I never heard it. So I don't think something was kept from them that the public knows as we don't do it. Well, I heard about it at the time when the family didn't know because like rumours and talks on YouTube spread about. I don't think so anyway. They may have someone else telling them that or a leak, etc. Well, whatever, it's old news now. They are in a tough spot and Box Elder may have a bruised ego or be ticked at the parents and are making them pay for it, but they also may be working behind the scenes and cooperating and accepting the FBI's help. I mean, as for cooperation, yeah, that is happening more so than ever now in recent time, but not back then, as we see here. And if so, then the parents may well regret attacking the depths. Where I come to settle, though, as I say, all this department is wrong or needs to fix, how the family is being treated or handled at minimum. Their son is missing. At the very least, there is no communication, poor communication, and no effort to smooth communication and keep the parents informed and what they can and acknowledge them. I never called our detective that I was turned away, but I couldn't always find anything out. Couldn't always find anything out, but he explained why always, and there was reasons. I might call and not reach him, but I always received a return call. It is their job, and I can't complain about that part. Okay, whatever. And I seen Candice, but that is normal and expected, quite honestly. But communication was there, and the whys, etc. I didn't always like everything I heard either, or the time took things waiting for autopsy results and more. So this person's just sharing their own experience that it was actually better, the communication they had, Grandma Bear with whoever, compared to Candice Cooley. Okay? Box Elder should do better with the family or hand the case over if that can even be done. These days, low chance of it even happening now because it's almost like 50% complete the case, so I don't think there would be any need to. That's how we had it. The sheriff is more administrative than hands-on, I think, although he does lead the department and sometimes the one who speaks to the press, etc. The damage made, whatever. Kimster, I certainly don't like that they won't look them in the eye. Kind of makes me wonder if something is up. But one of her grievances that I saw in her interview is that she was complaining about that they didn't arrest a suspect on day one. Maybe they wanted to see if he would go back to the scene of a crime. They could have been keeping an eye on him. Law enforcement doesn't share their tactics with the public or even the families of the victims. Yeah, but this is the thing. If they were closely monitoring Brenner to wait and see if he would slip up or reveal the location of where he's taken Dylan, then clearly they failed when it came to that spring cleaning, which should have been treated as a crime scene, yet Brenner was able to walk on in June 2nd, move things about, bag stuff, which could have been evidence, and then dump it elsewhere later. You know, if the police were doing some kind of secret operations, then they should have followed it, tracked it, and retrieved it, and yet they didn't. So that isn't great, is it? What's this one? Let's update more clues in Dylan's case. This is an old one, though. Deputised... Oh, right. I don't know who that is. Oh, God. Don't play the video. I don't want to get copyright already. Calm down. Missing Utah. Family of Dylan Rounds continue to be left out of investigation. This is an old one once again. I don't think we really need to read this one because we have heard it. As a result of being shut out, Round's family has relied on volunteer organisations like Heavy D Sparks to search for the whereabouts of their son. And then obviously there have been informal ones and volunteer ones by Lance Kelly at one point, Ty Corbin too, Scott Natal, Ellen, etc. And, you know, if Ty Corbin was called out by Candice Cooley for doing his searches in the past, then Ty Corbin did do some searches with Scott Natal and Les Natal and Alan. So if Candice Cooley is gonna call out, oh, my brain's gone dead all of a sudden. If Candice Cooley is gonna call out Ty Corbin, then it should link on to calling out, you know, the other ones as well. But then that's interesting because there's a bit of cross conflict there because Alan is someone who works with Heavy D and the crew now. So, you know, all these like cross connections of people going on, both in the Dylan Rounds case and outside of it. So that's what's interesting. And then when you do get that focused concentration of calling just one person out, then it seems more like they've got some kind of grudge going on. What else? But weeks have passed out there, no official statements. Yeah, whatever. Former Deputy Chief of United Police said there is many reasons why law enforcement keeps things close to the vest. Wait, where it says a former Deputy Chief of United Police. Has that got anything to do with Duty Ron? I don't know. We don't want maybe a family member or somebody else to hear about it and maybe repeat it, said Chris Bertram. There's maybe sensitive things that we're waiting for results to come back, whether it be for cell phones or lab results. Sheriff's Office did name Brenner a suspect in Dylan's disappearance. He remains in Weber County Jail. Yeah. Polygraph test failed, yeah. We've seen most of this anyway. I'm a firm believer that if something needs to be kept close to the vest, you keep it close to the vest. I understand the angst of the family involved, but they need to understand. Yeah. Oh God, we're not reading that out. I'm sorry, I'm just not reading it. Even little things go a long way. Yeah, this paragraph ain't little, it's long, man. Not reading it. God, spare me mercy. Exactly, his mom seems to be doing more harm than good with all her stuff. How does she think this will tell her anything when she goes and blabs about everything online? Yeah, like, at one point I did do a poll suggesting that maybe at some point Justin may have heard more info than Candice Cooley because Justin kept his mouth closed more. Though, it's kind of irrelevant now because there's been... Bless me, Tyler. There's been more cooperation in recent times. So, you know what? Let's just skip through this, actually. Yeah. Paragraphs by you-know-who. Cooperation, putting down every chance one gets. Yeah. Oh my God, that is long. What's this one? Authorities called Dylan Round's disappearance a homicide. Okay, we'll just read this. Homicide investigation. Chief Deputy said that. James Brenner is still the prime suspect. Well, he's the only suspect as of now, it seems to be. The truth is, this case hasn't gone cold, said Chief Palmer. It's still an active one. It's the first time since early June that anyone from the Sheriff's Department talked with the media. Brenner is currently under arrest on a weapons charge and assault of a man. Yeah, we've seen all that. Primary suspect, now charged now. And, you know, Box Elder Sheriff's Office in recent time did do that that press release, so they have been a bit vocal. We're treating this as possible homicide, yeah, well it is. But a former prosecutor said that without a body, it would be hard to convince a jury a crime was committed. Though, you know, although Dylan has not been found yet, with having that video recording of Brenner with blood on him, it does suggest that something dodgy happened, right? Anything else? If there is no body available at the time, then that element of the offence is missing and the case wouldn't even get past the preliminary hearing, said Kent Morgan, who is now a trial lawyer. So let's just say, if anyone can answer it in the chat, let's just say Brenner appears in court right now. I know that's not the case, but just if that was the situation and Dylan had not been found, what? Is it just going to be dropped, like not looked at, the murder part aspect? Though what happens if they've got that video recording of Brenner with Dylan's blood on him whilst cleaning a gun? Although the remains have not been found yet, would that be enough or not? You know, if someone else's blood is on you and that person's missing, you know, although you've not found the body, it's kind of obvious to tie one thing with another and say, well, looks like someone's been murdered here and that person's responsible because they've got blood on them. Would it be enough to get Brenner charged without Dylan's remains, that video recorded? No, not to get charged, to get convicted. That's the key word I should be saying. Let's do another poll right now. The poll is, on the conditions Dylan Round's remains weren't found, is the video recording of Brenner enough for a conviction or not quite? Feel free to vote. Anything else? Palmer said their forensic evidence was reviewed by an independent team of... All right. Yeah, we read that quote in the past. If they have substantial evidence and they're simply in that boat many cases are, do they go ahead without a body? And if so, when or how long do they do it? Family of Dylan Rounds continue searching for clues with help from Diesel Brothers. October the 9th, 2022. Okay, so we're getting a little bit more recent, right? There's Heavy D. I think, was that the one? Yeah, I think October the 9th was, the first time Hope's new technology can be used. Yeah, I remember this now. I do remember that interview as well, the talk. So you can't quite see it there, but that little picture is of Heavy D, the other guy with the beard, and Candice Cooley, and this was before the big final push before winter in the end of the year 2022. October 9th. Well, October the 9th is when it's talked about on here at least, but sometime in October or just before that, yeah. I do remember it because you were using that full spectral drone for the first time, which may or may not have been successful. And then I guess it was used once again when Texas EquuSearch came in with the big push just before winter. What's this? Television stars, Diesel Brothers. They call them television stars, but they're also YouTubers as well, technically. Diesel Brothers have also agreed to match the family's $100,000 reward to find Dylan. Well, that's no longer there because it's been withdrawn, I assume, or it was never put in by Diesel Brothers. You know, Kenny's Cool and the family withdrawing the 100K of theirs reward money. So I assume the same has happened with Heavy D. And that's happened in recent time, as we've seen with those Facebook posts. It says here, drone is equipped with a special lens that will take pictures to be sent back to EquuSearch to be analysed. Yeah, soil disturbance, we've seen all that. Yeah. What's this one? Great collaboration. Yeah. There's another video there. East Andy. 2 more details were released in this video. One is that the suspect admitted that he's the one that placed Dylan's boots there and they were found. Brenner, basically. But Brenner wasn't admitting it in a way to incriminate himself. He was trying to, I guess, explain his way out without getting directly into trouble. Anything else? The other is that his cell phone has been recovered at Lucerne Pond. There's also other tidbits about his firearm not being found, and then his firearm found in an area where a lot of people had been before, the trailer. I watched it last night and I assumed that it had been posted here, but I guess it hasn't. I wonder if Ellie wanted this information released. I feel like every single detail we know because his parents are talking. I'm going to echo some others' comments and say that this is probably why Ellie is not giving them any more information. But, you know, in recent time, they've received information and have been able to share it public, as we've seen, so things have improved with time when you look back to times like this. Final comment by Kimster. That thought crossed my mind too, especially because she had said more than once in prior interviews that they have information that they are not allowed to share. People need to realise that sometimes when this stuff comes out, it can help a defendant in a murder case later on down the road. Maybe. I mean, just from your own thoughts, opinions, do you feel that any possible slip-ups within the Dylan Rounds case at any point, any slip-ups by anyone could harm the case, down the line? Do you think? Leave your thoughts. So let me know your thoughts about, that article, what we read through, any information that stood up to you, whether it be misinformation, stuff you've not heard of before, if it's been worded poorly. Make sure to add corrections down below if you want to. If you do want to add on any additional points, if you do have any additional questions, feel free to use the comment section down below, and then maybe things can be answered and cleared up. But I think that part is it for now. If you have just joined, feel free to rewind back to the beginning to catch up on the talk about Dylan Rounds and the latest article. What we are going to do now for a certain length of time is go on to the maps and just casually look about, okay, unrelated to Dylan Rounds. Right, here we are on the map. Some dodgy time. Utah. I mean, who else is there left to type in? We got Jill, haven't we? We got Jill from the chat. Jill popping on in. What's Jill been up to? Jill's office. Very formal, aren't they? No dodgy deal. What about Jill? Jill went up the hill. Come on. There's got to be something, man. No, disappointing. Okay, sorry about that. About Wanda. Yeah, Wanda. She, Wanda's a member on this channel. Shout out to Wamba. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up. Shout out to Wanda. Is it Wanda? The more times I say that word, it sounds like I'm saying it wrong. But shout out to them for last night, for their presence. And as well, Maria. Oh, Maria got gifted membership to the channel. So that was good of Wanda, of course. So you know what that means, Maria? You can now use the custom created exclusive emojis. Oh, you're very lucky, aren't you, Maria? You're such a lucky individual. There you go. So let's look at Wanda. Dr. Wanda. Oh no, Wandalee's chicken coop. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, Wanda Nursing Agency. Oh my God, Wanda, you might as well whip them all into shape. Fucking get Stoney, get Bella V, and get him back into the nursing agency. Come on, Wanda. Yeah, you can do that, man. Wanda Solorio. Okay, so Wanda has been busy with all this nursing and all this. Do we check up on Dr. Wanda? Oh my God. Dr. Wanda coming back from an expedition from Uganda, meeting the pandas. Oh, no images. What a shame. That's really disappointing. Oh no. Okay, it means I guess we've got to go to the chicken restaurant. Yeah, Wanda time. It's time to get some chicken. Oh my God, who's he? Wait, that looks so dodgy, that image. Right, so Wanda provides dip pics as well with chicken. That's great. That's always good. What the hell's that of? Oh no, don't tell me it's already been knocked down. We've only just got here. What about the chickens? They've been crushed and... Oh my God. They're under the rubble, aren't they? Chickens, are you still alive? I cannot see any. Are they still clucking away? Yeah, looks like it's fine, man. Yeah, it's fucked. Oh god. This is disappointing. Wanda chicken coop drive-through. Yes. Yes, we can do some chicken drive-throughs. We can do some whipping drive-throughs. We can do some I don't know, other kinds of drive-throughs. You know, Wes, I'm surprised Wes hasn't come up with the idea of that dodgy punchy drive-through or something. In and out. Oh god. Fast serving, man. Open? It doesn't look open to me. Oh my. Tyvek home wrap. This is not looking promising. Those chickens cannot breathe. Is that it? Oh, we didn't even see the recipe or the menu. Oh, hopefully it's been built since. I hope so. That's a shame. I've not really typed in Cleo for a while. Cleo's Cabin Preschool. Oh no, Cleo. Oh no. We're not going to go on it though. Cleo speech pathologist. What the hell? Cleo. Anything else? Cleo wand. I don't know. I don't know what I'm typing out at this point. Nothing been found. I'm not even surprised. Just do the USA. What's this? Cleo Software Company. Cleo Hollywood. Cleo's Bar and Grill. Cleo and Coco. We go to this place. Oh my god, Cleo. Look at these little Coco products. Charcoal, deodorant, natural aluminum. You see? I'm saying aluminum. I'm so American. Even though it's aluminium. What do we have? Great expectations. Ooh. Raising the bar really high. Grapefruit. You got lavender and vanilla, sweet surrender. Oh yeah, you wanna surrender? Yeah, you wanna get really submissive? Oh my god, so easy. Calm it down. Charcoal deodorant, natural aluminum, Braveheart for Cleo and Coco. Anything else? True blue tansy sensitive. Baking soda. What's this? Some kind of experimentation or something? True blue clues, brookie. I don't know. Let's move on. Oh wow. What other ones do you have though? Can't quite read them. That's a shame. Oh, Cleo, what are you doing? You turn into a hand model all of a sudden. Is that it? Oh, okay. Shame. I mean, we can't forget Maria. Maria Hernandez. Brooklyn, New York. Yo, Maria Hernandez, where you at? Oh, interesting. Maria's Children's Hospital. Oh, Valhalla. Oh, wow. We're going to the Vikings. Okay, so we've established that Maria has some kind of high school. Cleo has a preschool. Interesting. Maria Meow. Oh my god, where are we going now? Bow wow and meow. Oh yes, I like that wording. Yeah, kitty cats, if you have any injuries, whether you've been scrapping it out with all the other kitty cats or the dogs out there, don't worry, this place looks like it can I'm gonna say that word. YouTube does not approve of that word. You know, little kitty cats. Well, that's not a kitty cat. Oh my god, it's a dog. What are you doing? Oh my god, look at that person there. Yeah, what are you gonna do, man? Oh my god, look at that hand. What the hell's that hand? Oh my god. That finger looks broken. I don't know. Like, it looks like one of those like witch's hands. Can I do a witch impression? A wicked witch. I mean, you could just ask Bella V to talk and that would do the job. But
how does a witch do a little voice like this?
Oh god, I sound like I'm from a cartoon.
You've been a very naughty little boy. I am going to put a curse upon you. You do not go into my witch's cauldron. I've got many dark spells going on. Oh, you've been very, very bad. I will see you later. Be careful with the wand. It may go in places I don't want it to. I'm going to a fucking Chinese voice. Ni hao.
Yeah, that hand. And why is it so wet and shiny? What's been happening with that hand? Yeah, that dog looks like it's posing more for the photo than she is. Interesting. Oh my god, is that Tiffany Taboo's dog collar? Not quite. Anyway, let's move on. Wait, I've seen this dog before. God, they all look the same, don't they?
Yeah, finally we got a kitty cat. Meow.
What the hell? Wait, why does the cat have pink nails? What is going on here? Oh no. Oh my god, the cats have got better nail polish than some of the cats in the chat right now. Oh my god. Sorry for such the insult, but it had to be said. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Maria. It's just how things go. But yeah, this is a new thing. Kitty cats with painted nails. Yeah, interesting. Okay, hang on a minute. What? Wait, that dog lead is not a dog lead. That literally looks like my XL black whip. What is it doing here? Why has it been taken away from me once again? Why has it been taken away from me? Where has the whip been gone? Where is the whip? Show me the whip. I need the whip. Come on, man. How can you do that? Oh my god, look at the rolls of skin there. I think that looks a bit tight. Unless it's part of the dog collar. And what's happened to its ear? Why does the ear look like toilet paper? The texture of it.
Oh my god, a little doggy. Oh my god, I really want to hire a little doggy and I'll walk it around in my little bag. Make sure that the hole's open enough because I don't want it to suffocate.
Look at that dog. My god. Yeah, I don't know if there's anyone in the chat that's got pets with them right now, so it could get a bit messy, but, you got the cats. Meow, 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 meow. And the dogs. There we go, and I'm sure the chat is going crazy in the background right now. All hell's breaking loose. What are those dodgy items back there? Bit questionable. Anyway, what else do we have? Oh my god, that cat! Weedleby! Oh my god, Weedleby, where's your headband gone? It's pinged off, man. Can't even hold itself. Come on, Weedleby. You can do this, man. Don't worry. It'll be fine, Weedleby. Just take it slow. It's not like you're going to be taking it fast anyway, are you, kitty cat? Kitty cat? That's a bit of a stretch. More like a big cat. Yeah. What's it with this love reef? Why is it there? Okay. Oh my god, look at that brush. That looks really intense. You get absolutely scalped by it, dragged up and down. Yeah, I don't think Weedleby is quite happy for that. No. Anyway, who else have we got? Oh my god, who's this? Is this Joseph Lloyd? I don't know. I mean, that does look like Joseph Lloyd's face in terms of that guilty look of, I know you've done a live stream, but I missed it once again. I'm sorry. Kind of like a Joseph Lloyd innocent but guilty look. Don't worry, it's fine, Joseph. Oh my god, what's he doing down there? Oh, he's photobombing. The creepiest thing with that literally looks like a human face, like of an old person with a beard. That's creepy, that. Oh, God. Ew, you need to clip your claws to get in a little bit longer. I remember that time when Maria was like, ew, Raph, your nails are longer than mine. Ew. And it's like, okay, I'm sorry. Are you jealous that you can't scrape one's back with long nails? What a shame. This is where this intensified demonic ideas start kicking in now. Anyway. Oh my god, that dog. He's like, whoa, what's going on here? Yo, fool, what's going on here? What am I doing? I've seen too much. It's too hard for me. He's even grinning his teeth as well. Get me out of here, man. I'm getting plugged in from the back. I cannot take this no more, man. Look at that, putting on vibrations. I don't want that, man. Okay, oh my god, why does that look like Glitter Galaxy's dog almost? Glitter Galaxy dog. Oh my god, Glitter Galaxy. Yeah, you're gonna dye your... I can't talk. Glitter Galaxy, you're gonna dye your hair blonde. God, looks like the dog had other options. Yeah, your dog decided to use all kinds of dyeing products and agents that it's decided to go multicolored all of a sudden. I hope you appreciate that. Yeah, all colourful and sparkly more than ever. Yeah, oh my god, Glitter Galaxy, you're gonna get your fucking quesadillas and start chucking them at me? Don't worry, Maria's got her tacos already open and they need filling anyway, so you might as well double it up. Yeah, double or nothing, all in, go hard all night long, man. Yeah! Oh my god, what are those straps? Is there any like pole dancing equipment in here? I don't know. Some water? Or is that Gatorade? How would I know? I'm not a fucking American, am I? Yeah. Oh, what's he doing? What is it with these dodgy animals popping on in? You know, what is going on? What do you want? You know, you want to be a part of the photo as well? Hello, this is Gorilla Jack. Yes. Exactly. Oh my god. Wait, why does that steel chair back there look like what you'd see in a WWE event where they just get and smash it over the head? Okay, so basically what we're looking at is... Oh, probably shouldn't have zoomed in quite there. Apologies. What we're looking at is the rear end... Wait, is this a rear end of a dog or a rear end of a kitty cat? Ew. Oh my god. Very sensitive material. Oh my god, Maria, what are you doing these photos? Oh my god. Wait, this actually does look like someone's dog. Look at that. Wait, which dog does this remind? Is it Cuppy? I'm just thinking of Cuppy's profile picture. Maybe it's not quite like this one, but the face at least looks kind of similar to Cuppy's profile pic. Maybe. Oh my god, look at that person over there. Who's that? Yo, Chanel, what are you doing over there?
Well, I'm just trying to do my thing, man.
Actually, I don't know why it's gone to southern. I can't do like a southern other one. Wait, why does that dog like it's hanging in air? I don't know. What's going on? What's going on here? I don't know. What the hell? Oh my god, what are those straps back there? Oh no, is this some kind of like dodgy dungeon or something? Haven't we gone in the wrong room? We need to get out of here. Okay, there's some twats next door being noisy. I'll just punch the wall for a second. Shut the fuck up, you wankers! Anyway, let's move back on. Hopefully they shut the fuck up next door. What do we have back here? Oh my god, we got these dodgy leather straps dangling about everywhere. Oh no. This is really dodgy. Oh, look at him. Why the long face? Huh? Why the long face? What's wrong with you? He's got a big nose. Bloody hell. Okay, a little mirror there. Interesting. We got a kitty cat. It's about time. Where's all the kitty cats gone? That's what I want to know. It's been all the dogs. Dog this, dog that. But what about the cats? The cats are just as important, if not more. I mean, it's an interesting coloured cat in a way. Wait, is this the one that was showing... Oh, no, this is the one that was showing its rear end in the earlier photo. Oh, no. Sorry for being put through that. You know, you shouldn't have to be exposed like that. What a shame. Well, this kitty cat has got a lot of bush going on. Look at that bushy tail. It's like a feathered duster. Okay, we've got a wonky dog. And a tomato in the background. What is going on with this? Why are all the cats being skinned? Oh no. I think we've gone to some kind of dodgy place. Okay. He looks cold. I think he needs warming up. This one's escaping. Kitty cat. Oh my god. What the hell's gone on there? Stop. Oh god, what's that down there? What is that down there? Oh, I don't want to know. But why is this standing up like it's King Kong? Oh my god, this is weird. All these kitty cats are getting traumatized in the chat right now. Don't even blame you, but don't worry. It'll be fine. Don't worry. He'll be fine. You don't need to worry about goddamn anything. Everything's all under control, man. I think to calm everyone's nerves, you just need to go to Sonic, of course. But which Sonic? I don't know, just click off there. I don't even know which one this is, but never mind. There we go, we've got some balls there, or kind of balls. Oh no, there you go, kitty cat. You got some raw fish, or raw chicken. Fucking raw! Fuck me, what's that? Send it back to the kitchen, right now. Yeah, that is not a good start, is it? Welcome to Sonic. Gotta go fast, so fast that the food does not cook. Yeah. Give me salmonella. We've got the shakes. Shake Shack the room. There you go. Oh, my Maria, you've got a cherry on top. There you go. Pop the cherry in the mouth. Only one, though. Where's the other one gone? Don't they normally get... Wait, don't cherries normally come in pairs or something? You seem attached to one another. Maybe Nicole will know, the one in the chat with the green profile picture. That one's missing the cherry. Looks like it's already been taken. Oh, you've already been used. Oh, what a shame. And then we got some Sonic little sweeties. Little candy. Anyone want some candy? Anyone want some free candy? There you go. You can go and have it right now. What the hell's that? Where's... Oh no, where's... I think... Is that Punchy? Or is that something else? It's probably coconut. I don't know. Is it milk? Oh no. It's hard. Oh no. Once again, someone fingering their food to absolute death. Massacre. Disaster. What the hell? It's not even in focus, so I can't even see the details of it. That's great, that. Well done. Pedro Santos fingering his food. He must be very hungry. Is that it? 5 photos. Very disappointing. Yes. Let's just go back to Utah to try and settle the score. Could it get any worse with KFC? I don't know. Because there are so many KFCs that we end up forgetting which one we've been to and which one we haven't, right? Oh, there's a dip. Yeah. I don't think we've seen this one. A&W. I want the default photos. I want the trash ones. Oh, wow. That's actually a decent one. Oh, here we go again. We've got the rejected bread bun there. You'll see it chucked on the floor shortly. But that's quite a big piece of chicken. That's quite a lot. Some additional dips there. Root beer, made fresh, A&W, all American food, all American, we the people. Exactly, that's what it should always be. Kentucky Fried Sandwich, $399. Oh, I'm going to have a heart attack. Where's the decimal point? Where's the little dot? Misinformation. Temporary hours. Great. Sorry for any inconvenience. We are closed. Closed. Yeah. Really, really. Hello? This is what, Karen? Yeah? More bitchy than salty Karen? Exactly. More whiny than Mr. Impetuous? Yeah, Walleye Graf would like to report to your manager. I'm sorry. No, is it an inconvenience? This is really pissing me off. Don't worry. I'll go on Twitter later and I'll report it everywhere. I'm going to go on TikTok and do everything possible to spread awareness. Because Karen, awareness is most important these days. Exactly. I've just not seen something too dodgy. I mean, that looks fairly normal, which is a surprise, right? I mean, though, what is the point having that cheese tossed around in the middle? It's just loose. What are you supposed to do? Grab it with your hand? And And then just a chicken scattered about. Fries, not too bad. Do you get your receipt? If not, your meal is free. Wait, I'm sure there can be a scheme there where you can exploit that. Temporary hours. Don't worry, man. You're going to be working 24/7. You're an exploited worker in a sweatshop. Could be worse off, man. Anyway. So, I think we'll leave the video there. Hopefully you found it of interest, but also enjoyed it too. We've not done a proper map, messy, dodgy video in a while. That's only because we've been focusing on the Dylan Rounds case with the recent breaking news and everything, trying to keep consistency, trying to keep focus, whilst, of course, at times there's levels of chaos in chat, but I think it's been okay. And, you know, the kitty cats need rewarding. The kitty cats are kitty cat good. What am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. So we'll leave it there for now. We'll see what happens next within this case or anything else in between, if there's any breaking news elsewhere. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye and good night for now.